Hello, YouTubers. Hello, subscribers. I hope that you're having a wonderful Monday. Me and Rocky Doolittle decided that we wanted to have a chit chat with you guys before we call it an evening. Kisses to all of you. Thank you so much for your love and support. Don't forget to like and comment. I love your comments. I am like way behind, but I'm all over the place when it comes to my comments. So thank you guys so much. Let's get to it. There's a lot going on. There is a lot going on to me in Meghan and Harry's world. And some of it's new and some of it's just a constant thing that I'm seeing. And I mentioned it because it's just obvious that what is Harry going to do while she's out creating this new brand? Harry's used to being a royal. He's used to having a royal lifestyle. He was born a royal and he's born into royalty. And so with that is a whole nother world. And so California is a different world for Harry. And yes, I'm sure he's having fun in the sun, but you also have to work to make a living. And not that he wasn't there, but he was doing it in a way that it was just where he didn't have to worry about getting fired. You know, it's a family business. He was connected to the family, and now that he's not, he's having to fend for his family and make money because, like one of the commentators said, they said that roles has switched. The roles have switched for Harry and Meghan, meaning Harry is just used to being a prince and making the money and taking, sure, he's used to, I'm sure, like William, is used to taking care of the woman. And so now Meghan is going to have to take care of Harry. Because eventually they're going to have to stop bashing the royal family. They're going to have to stop competing with the royal family. They're going to have to stop attacking them. Because if it doesn't, her brand won't last. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this already. I'm not a body shaming person. And I don't consider myself that person. I don't even normally comment on Meghan's appearance other than she's cute and she looks decent. But I really do. I think Meghan's beautiful, but I think that everybody has flaws. But what I did notice is that she was extremely small in that picture, that fake date night, the second one. This is a fake date night that Meghan and Harry have been on in the last couple of weeks. And all of a sudden, it's important for them to show that they're a couple. And what's funny about that is everybody is talking about them two not lasting and not making it. And what is Harry going to do? But Harry and Meghan, and I think it's mostly Meghan, wants to show us that they're going to last. And I know I switched it, but I'm going to go back. And so, yeah, what is Harry going to do for a living? I'm just like, seriously, because he's used to being a prince. He's not used to being a celebrity. He's not used to making money up of being a celebrity. And that's the role that he has taken on now. He's taken on a more celebrity role, which has diminished his princehood. To me, Meghan, took his prince stripes. Harry is no longer looked at as a prince. He is a prince, like this one lady said. She says, Harry's not going to have trouble finding a woman once he leaves Meghan. No, he's not. But whoever he gets is going to question. I would be like, what the hell? Why was you with her and why? You know, what happened? Because right now, Harry looks like a weak individual. He doesn't look like a man that has any pull, any strength, it doesn't. He looks like a weak individual that does everything that she says. And I've never talked about her before, Meghan's mold, but I saw a picture come up and I think I've seen 1 or 2 videos of hers. But anyway, I saw this picture with with Meghan holding something, and it was Harry as a baby, as if he was like literally sucking on her nipple or something like that. It was. I thought it was a great picture to describe them at one point. But I don't think she's still playing mother to Harry anymore. I think Harry is just going along with the ride and hoping that she doesn't divorce him or leave him. Because at this point, Harry has everything to lose. If she leaves him, he can't go back home. He's not going back home. First of all, Harry's not leaving his kids. And when she got pregnant and went on the Oprah show, I said, Harry's in trouble. Now he's trapped. And I would consider that being trapped, because Harry, being that he's somewhat decent, is not going to leave Meghan, number one, because he ain't got nowhere to go. And number two, that he's just looks like he's that type of father. I just feel like Harry still has some of those family values that Meghan is trying to strip him of and take him from. I still believe he still has some of those. And I just don't think that he's going to leave his kids with her, even though he's got his own issues. Now, when it does come down to the divorce, Meghan is going to eat him alive. Harry is not going to stand a chance. And then I believe what's going to happen is, not all, but some of the British people are going to be even more upset with Meghan, because it doesn't show favor when it comes to men over here in the United States and going up against a woman and the kids in a divorce. The woman usually wins all the time. It's just how the system is over here. Men really have to fight for their rights. And Harry's going to have to fight like hell because of the drug allegations and stuff like that. She's going to bring it out. She's going to roll out the red carpet. Meghan never plays fair. She always plays dirty. When she decided she wanted to get on the Oprah show before she had a conversation with the royal family that she was going to actually even do it, or that she was having problems while she was there. No. And I haven't even got started. Let's talk about her brand. I talk about her brand a lot because that's what she's about right now. It is all about Meghan's brand. And so that's what I'm going to talk about, is how she is going to cultivate and become. Right now, the brand that she stands on is trashing the royal family, saying something negative, trying to defame them, trying to say, don't look at those royals, look at me. I'm the one that you should be looking at. It's almost like she's jealous of them and think that there's some kind of competition with her and the royal family. There's no competition, Meghan. You are not, you can't compete on that level. You cannot compete with the royal family. And those that think she can, and like Kinsley Schofield, she said that, and I said this too, Catherine is winning. Catherine's always been winning. She's never not won. And the Sussex squad knows that. They are so, it's like the Sussex squad, you can feel the Meghan in them. And so you feel that, like Andy by Terrell, you can feel the energy over there that they hate the royal family and that they're the bad people. But why do they have to be bad at all? Why can't the royal family just be the royal family and just do good and keep doing what they're doing, and then Meghan and Harry keep their names out of shut up about them. Stop talking about them. Because I think Meghan is obsessed with him. Like, somebody said something about Catherine performance was gorgeous. Beautiful dress. Outstanding. And it was nice. And then they still talking about it. And I was thinking like, now the coronation was beautiful. We talked about that for a few days after. But even, I mean, my point about this, about us talking about her, is that she doesn't need anything she doesn't have to compete. And she's not competing. She just is. Catherine is beautiful and will always be beautiful and always never have to stoop that low to compete with Meghan. That's not what I want to say. Comparing her to Meghan, to me, is insulting her. That's insulting. And so, and it's probably, I'm doing it too, to even put Catherine next to Meghan is if they're in the same category as women. Meghan is not even in her league. She is in a class all by herself. And Meghan wishes she could have a piece of what Catherine has. Because Catherine has humility. Meghan doesn't. And so the concert was beautiful, but she's always beautiful. She's always on point, and she's always gonna make Meghan look like she has egg in her face because of Meghan's personality, her behavior, and the way she acts. A princess doesn't act Sussex Squad, Ernest. Princesses do not act like Meghan. And Prince that have been turned into a frog don't act like Harry. He's now a frog. He used to be polite and nice. He used to be this upstanding guy that had all these accolades and, you know, with this mysteriousness about him and wonder, and just women loved him, and he's not going to have a hard time finding a woman. But I don't know, with these shenanigans after Meghan. But no, she managed to turn Harry into a frog. He is no longer, to me, no longer looked at as a prince. He has lost his stripes, Ernest. He's on with Dan Wootton today, and he tells us, so Dan Wootton reminds Ernest what type of woman Meghan is when it comes to men. He says, now, Meghan, I'm skipping around, so I'm going to have to go back and fill in. Meghan mailed back her wedding rings to her husband and told him it was over. And Ernest responds and said, but he wasn't a prince. And Dan didn't catch it. Because my thing is, Ernest, what do treating people like crap and treating people with disrespect and malice and just mean and just being nasty like Meghan because she's through with them doesn't mean it's okay because they're not a prince. But for you to say that tells me that you're not a good Sussex Squad person. It's just not. I'm sorry. He comes across as, I'm going to defend Meghan no matter what. And it's kind of disgusting. Because then when you do that, it's okay for her to continue her disgusting behavior. And what Meghan is trying to do right now is build her popularity up by getting awards. This thing she did over the weekend with the youth about mental health, we're going to get into that. Because I want to understand how someone that was suicidal didn't have any resources to get help and blame the royal family for not helping her or getting her help. And now she's going to go speak to a whole bunch of youth people about mental health. Are you going to tell them where to get help? Because that would mean you would have known where to get help. And that would mean you would have needed to stop blaming everyone else Like blaming the royal family is if they were responsibility for your mental health because now you're living with idiot Harry. And they've decided that you're going to blame the royal family on your mental health, but now you're an advocate for it. Now you're a spokesperson for it. Now Archie Well. Now your charity is going to help everybody with mental health, and you're going to bring awareness. That's that stupid stuff. Because how dare you blame? She said the royal family caused her to almost kill her unborn child and to commit suicide. Ernest. And now the PR is that she's going to help all these people, these youth that are needing guidance in it and bringing awareness. I wrote down, are you going to give them a hotline? Are you going to tell them where to go? Are you going to do all of this other stuff? Because to my understanding, you had nowhere to go. How was someone that was going to kill themselves? And I get that you can have a charity and I get that you can open up something. You can open up, I could see her opening up a hospital or opening up an outreach, giving money to them. But I don't see her sitting down giving advice to anyone about anything. Zero. And she likes to use this word, from my core. I don't understand that one. Now she's the leader in the head, because that's what it sounds like to me. Meghan is over helping people with their mental health. Now she's an expert in it and knows what to do when it happens. And she's going to guide these young ones on what to do. But when it was happening to her, she didn't have a clue. And then she blames the royal family that they caused it and didn't get her any help because HR didn't know what to do. What is Meghan doing right now? Meghan is PRing it, and branding it. And it's still down here. It's not going to move, Ernest. And it's interesting. I got so much to say. This may be an hour. There are so many people that are coming out, speaking out against Meghan now about her behavior, about how she's treating people, and so on. Every week. Last week it was Millie. Before that it was Jessica. The week before that it was, wasn't it the Markles? Every week someone has already came out and said something about her. I don't want to mispronounce her name. She is a model. She's a model in the UK, London. Her name was Casper. I wrote it down. Let me see if I can get to it. Let's go through what I did. Because I'll be here all night, guys. Dan wouldn't. So there was 3 people on the panel. And the one in the middle, and it was on Dan Wooden today. And the guest in the middle was the one that was correct. She said that she will leave him. And Ernest was like, they will break up. And she said, why? She said, because Harry won't be any of use. What else is Harry going to do? What is Harry going to do? He's not from here. He can't get a 9 to 5. The only thing he can do is continue to trash his family and hope people will continue to pay for that. And then sue. And then what else? Be a speaker somewhere? Meghan is going to be the one that makes the money. And like someone said, they're not even talking about Harry anymore. They're not even... Okay. So, I believe her. I believe at some point they're going to split up and Harry is not going back to the UK. He's not leaving his kids. He's staying right here. I don't know if I said this already. I believe Meghan is so jealous of the royal family she can't even see straight. And it has to be because it looks that way. Every time Catherine comes out looking beautiful, here come Meghan. And it's within a 24-hour span that you see Meghan. And I heard that she wasn't getting enough attention from the mother, that mother thing that she had took a picture for. I'm not even going into that. Talking about how she's a wonderful mother. She is not. Here's what I don't get. And I have to get through this. I do. Because if I don't, I'm going to be upset with myself that I didn't talk about these points. And I had a lot of them, especially with Ernest. I don't understand the Sussex Squad. I do not. I don't understand their hatred for the royal family. And I think they hate the royal family because of Meghan. Because if it was me and I was Harry's wife, I would be pissed off at the Sussex Squad for talking about my husband's family. But since they're paying them, I assume that she's giving them the okay. I just don't think that I would be like, If I knew that there was something called the Sussex Squad, I would say, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. But, you know, we're working out our family issues. And I love my family, my husband's family. She's never said that she loves them. Have she even mentioned, I love the queen, but she cried. How can she cry over somebody that she never loved, that she doesn't love? Meghan doesn't have any feelings. And it sounds like the Sussex Squad doesn't either, because let me tell you something, and there's a lot of them. Meghan, I didn't realize how much support she actually has. And it's, okay, sorry, a little loud. Yeah. It's mind-boggling that 2 people would be on her side. Just anyone. Because you can't not have any of these conversations and her not be accountable for none of it. It's all everybody's fault. Okay, so she goes out to this next fake date with Harry, okay? I don't believe it. I believe that they're just 2 people going to get lunch or dinner. They are not that couple. The honeymoon has been over, and it's a fake, it's a facade. That's one of the PR moves that they're still going on. And that's what the conversation was with Ernest and the panel. Because no one believes that relationship is still going strong. And I don't believe Ernest does. Because he said that, you know, well, no one's going to be together forever. It was weird. It was weird. I think I wrote it down. I don't want to say it incorrectly and guess. So let's move on from that. I believe Kinsley has said this before, that Meghan thinks she's in competition with them. You can't compete with the king. You can't compete with the royal family. You are no match for them. And it's just weird to me that it would be any kind of competition at all or any kind of comparison, because it's insane. It's not even the same. Meghan wishes. She wish. And she will never have that. She has messed that up for herself. Ernest, she has messed that up for herself. These awards, these awards, this Mother of the Year. A mother would have let her kids go and see their grandfather during the coronation. That's what a mother would have did. So I don't know. No. Like my mom said, why would she do that? Who would do that? She said they're going to grow up. My mom said they're going to grow up and they're going to ask her, why didn't you take us? Why didn't we get to go? Because I was stupid on my brand. I still had this vision board going, and I was going to do it by all means necessary, no matter who I hurt, no matter who I step on to do it. This girl is so... Okay, these are all my thoughts. These are alleged, all alleged, my thoughts and my theories and all that. Just my personal opinion. Okay. People are saying that Meghan doesn't work with black people. And it was interesting because I heard it twice or 3 times today. It was weird. I'm like, whoa. I don't know why I bring that up, because I really don't care who she worked with. I don't. I just don't. I really don't believe in nothing that she says or do or anything. I don't believe in anything. I don't believe anything that comes out of her mouth. And I don't believe anything that she does. It's never just for the reason you're doing it. It always has to be a photo op. It has to say, look at me, I'm doing charity. Those days are over for pretending to do those things. We know if you're doing it or not. And we know that it's not accurate and genuine because of who you are. It's seriously. She's not going to follow through with it. And then, oh God, Kinsley Schofield said that Meghan wanted, okay, so with this new award, there was this bio about her. And of course she wants to be addressed the Duchess of Sussex. Someone said, the commentator said, why do she want to use that name, the Duchess of Sussex? Why would she use that? And Kinsley Schofield said, I don't know. And he said, well, they said the family was racist. Why would you want why would you want that if the family was racist? And he goes on and said, well, he says, then they go in and get an award. But now Harry comes out and calls it unconscious bias. And Ernest think that this is, that they saying that we are making money off of Meghan. Oh, no. They are making money. They are. Because that's fake stuff. And if you're a real person, you know that what she has done is sad. And the crappy part about it is that it continues and no accountability. And we are supposed to be, great job. Isn't she wonderful? She's just wonderful. She's beautiful. Oh God, she's the Princess of Montecito. That will never happen. I believe the neighbor. I believe that neighbor Montecito, she's been there longer than Meghan and knows that the community don't like her. That is not cool. And a little bit of me thinks that's why she's a little bit small, because there's some stress going on. When I get stressed, I lose. I'm not body shaming. I heard someone say that. That's why I said that. She wants to be addressed as the Duchess of Sussex. And also, she wanted to change to, she is one of the most influential women in the world. Kinsley Schofield couldn't get it out fast enough. She was like, Guess what? I couldn't wait to get on here and come on here and tell you this. This is what she said. This is Kinsley talking to the gentleman, the reporter. Meghan wants to change her bio and have it read. She talks about her businesses. It talks about her charity work and her humanitarian work and all this. She wants to use the name the Duchess of Sussex. And she wanted them to put that she is one of the most influential women in the world. That's your bio. And so your bio is what you think about, that's your resume. Why would I put that about myself? Why would I brag about myself to you guys? Okay, here we go. What do I look like on here doing this? Oh yeah, I'm the best thing that ever happened to YouTube. My channel is the best thing that's smoking. Without me, that's what that sounds like when she brags on herself and says, I'm the most influential person in the world. I thought someone else is supposed to say that about you. I didn't know that you were supposed to brag on yourself. I just wouldn't do that about myself. I mean, ooh, how scary is that? There's no humbleness. There's nothing humble about her. I wonder what the tutor has to say about her. It's humble. Where is the humble? I'm the most influential woman in the world. And how are you influence anyone when you're on when you're on these series of blaming everyone? Blaming everyone. You can pick up any one of my videos and it will tell you how she blames all day long. But weren't you influential? And then now you're a guidance counselor for mental health. Now she's going to counsel youth. That's that dangerous stuff that she does. I'm going to cut you guys. I'm going to cut you, royal family. I'm going to cut you, William. I'm going to cut you, Catherine. I'm going to cut you, Camilla. And I'm going to cut you, Queen. I'm going to cut you, Father. I mean, she just went down the line, cutting them. Cha, 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 cha. But she's influential. Okay. Let's move on. All of a sudden, she is the most, I know I said I was moving on, but this is tied into something else. All of a sudden, she is the most influential person in the world. But she needed a prince. Didn't she need Harry's help to become this most influential person in the world? Didn't she need Harry to become the Duchess of Sussex? Didn't she need the royal family to become what she wants to call herself and everybody else to call her? She wants us to call her that. She wants to be, here comes Meghan. She messed that up. Oops. Because it should be happening now. She shouldn't have to call the paparazzi to come look at her. The paparazzi should be wanting to look at Meghan and everybody else. And nobody does. Kinsley also said that the paparazzi word on the street is that no one's taking pictures of her. She's calling them. She's giving out tips. Someone's giving a tip that they're there. According to, and I hope I'm saying this right. She's desperate. She's desperate and very desperate. Very, very desperate because they don't look influential. They don't look like someone you want to walk up to and say hello to. So Cameron Diaz was out to eat at the same place. Did they meet up? Did they go together? She didn't turn around. I didn't see a picture with, and I've been looking, Cameron Diaz turned around and said hello to Harry and Meghan and acknowledged that they were standing there. I saw her doing this and talking to her husband. I could be wrong. I haven't seen it yet. But that told me that no one's, hey, poo-poo. No. I don't see it. And she's an A-lister. And you could see, Meghan got so happy to see her. I don't know what it was. It was weird. It was weird. Fake date night. And someone said, no, they didn't go through the side door. They didn't sneak in the back or anything like that. They didn't call ahead to let them know that they were coming. No, they just walked in the front door. So with security, you need all this security. So when you need to call ahead, she's not important. She doesn't need as much security as she thinks. People are not chasing. What happened to the paparazzi? What happened to, just what happened to it? No one cares. To me, if they saw J-Lo, then they would be like, and Ben, they're looking. Where are they going? They're not looking for Meghan. Jennifer and Ben Affleck are not calling the paparazzi talking about, come over here. Look at me. No, they don't want to be bothered with that. Leave us alone. We're busy, we tired, whatever. Meghan calling, yeah, I'm going to be there. 6 o'clock. Yeah, 6. So they went from running from the paparazzi to needing them. For some reason, I got this feeling that the Sussex Squad want us to believe that Meghan and them is doing good. Like and she's getting an award. Is she getting paid for this award? What is the award going to bring her? Money? Hello? Okay, so let me get my thoughts together real quick and then I'll come right back. So Ernest says that, oh, they're just this wonderful couple. They just love each other. And I was like, shut up. You know that they're having a hard time. Come on, don't be stupid. I don't know what that is. And I was like, and Rocky's gone. Rocky Doolittle's gone. He probably was ready to go anyway. So, sorry, let me get back to what I was saying. So, Ernest says that no, they look so great together. It looked like they were on their second date, their first and second date. That's when I knew. That's when I knew he was reaching. That's when I knew that Ernest knows something too, that he doesn't believe that this couple is going to last. But they're hanging on right now. I believe that Ernest believes that they're not going to make it because he know good and well they didn't look like they was on their first date. People don't look like that. Especially the first one, the basketball game, because he brought that one up. He brought the two because they're keeping count for some reason. No, I think it was very difficult for Meghan to get out the house with Harry. I really do believe that. Because no one in this world will, and I believe everyone believes this too, that Harry's having a very difficult time. That she's giving him hell. Why wouldn't she? She gives everybody else. Why is he exempt? Because he loves her? That's a joke. That is a joke. Oh. Oh, okay. So Harry's getting special treatment, different treatment than his family. And her family and her friends and everybody else that she come in contact. Harry's special. So since she's sleeping with Harry and got 2 kids by Harry and married Harry, she's gonna treat him better. No, she's gonna treat him worse. Yeah, she's just gonna let him just know, I don't want you, I don't like you. I believe Harry already knows. I bet she told him, you know what? I did marry you just because you're a prince. And for my brand. And now that I'm done with being your wife, now that I'm done being your princess, it's my turn. You sit down somewhere and shush with that book. I saw somewhere today, it says, Meghan is still not happy about that book. Now, I may have seen an old one, but she ain't happy. Why would she be happy about Chris Rock, South Park, messing with her brand? If it exists. This is why Meghan can't compete with Catherine, is because Catherine is not on South Park looking like that. And no matter how the Sussex Squad tried to make the royal family to be out to be whatever, you can't. They're always going to win. They have been on a dignified front for this whole time. They have went through adversity from this one woman. Because the pain comes when we trusted you, we let you in, we loved you, we cared about you, we let you in. Can you imagine okay? I done met Harry and I'm over there and Harry done let me in. Okay? Harry has let me in. I'm in. Are you crazy? I'm on the steps taking pictures. I'm like, listen, I ain't used to this. I might need something for anxiety. But we would not have treated it with so little respect. I would have went to charm school. I would have I would have had a whole dream team get me ready. And they would love me. Great Britain would. I'll be over there now trying to figure out, how do I continue? No. No. Can you imagine? Okay, so I'm in the castle. They let her on the balcony And then they talking about the balcony's white. So it had some cream up there a couple of years ago, but it was acting stupid. It decided to run. No, it was running towards her brand. Running toward, this is her moment. This is why Meghan did all of this. For us to say that she is the most influential woman in the world. Who says that about themselves? Even if you know you have those accolades, but she didn't earn none of that. But for her to even say it, it's just so disrespectful to all those that did. Like, come on. What have you done? You've done a few photo ops, and now you want an award for those things, and you want us to believe that you are this humanitarian. WME. I think this is part of their plan. I think this is just, ooh. If this is their strategy, and this is the kicker. Someone had already told WME that all she probably need to do is call her daddy. Let me tell you something. People will switch just like that. My mom will probably be like, well, she did call him. Mm-hmm. As soon as she switched, first she was Team Meghan. Now she's not Team Meghan anymore. But, you know, if you try, oh, I'm sorry, Dad, you know, it's just, and stop hating on the royal family, because the more she hates on them, the more she looks desperate and silly and just childish and really just not a very nice person. And Cameron Diaz did not turn around. Like, is that the kind of treatment she's getting over there? Ooh, it's ice cold. And if I missed another picture with her turning around, then oops. But she knew they were coming up. If she didn't, her husband told her and said, hey, here they come. I bet they running around talking about, okay, here they come. Cameron Diaz didn't even turn around. So is that the treatment that they're getting? And I believe, like that Montecito lady that flew all the way over to the United Kingdom to tell everybody on air that no one in Montecito is caring for Meghan and Harry. That's true. Montecito is not that big. And then Ernest said something about LA. When they were talking about the divorce and how it would go, he was like, yeah, probably if you're in LA, it's probably not going to be as hard, but California it is, or something, Montecito it is. So he knows that the divorce, how it's going to go down and how Harry is going to be scrutinized. And the Sussex Squad is going to turn on him. They already did it once. They got mad at him because he was going home to see his father. That is just some crazy. What kind of friend would give you, what kind of squad would do that? Continue the strife, the division. I'm just saying. Because that's what it sounds like. Because listen, if you're not over there telling her, giving her good advice and trying to help her, but keep distancing her from family, that's not very nice. Sussex Squad. That's not. If I was on the squad, which I would never, because it's crazy. They're over there praising her like she's some kind of goddess. Oh, she's wonderful. Did you see them out together? They look so amazing. I said, now this is some sick stuff. I said, this is sick. I said, what? And it was weird because I was gonna say something. I was like, are you serious? And then it locked me. You have to be like a member. I'm like, oh no, what am I doing in here anyway? Let me get out of here. It was horrible. It sounded like they was talking about somebody that was really like that person. It was just like, are we on the